Yeah, man, this is Danny Dreadlock telling you say the time has come for the lion story to be heard, you know? Here, there, and everywhere. Have no fear. Lion story. And this is the lion voice. Seeing production every time.
What is the inner city like in Bahamas? Because when people hear about Bahamas, they're thinking the tourism, they're thinking about casino. What is the inner city? What are the ghettos in the Bahamas like? Paint a picture for the audience because we're telling stories. The lion are telling their stories, family. So we want to get the full picture of what the guys talking about.
All right, ghettos in the Bahamas is just like any other ghetto, right? It's like, you know, you get, yeah, you get through some corners, you know, everybody know how running water. At that time, it's growing up. Plenty of people didn't have running water. It wasn't like, okay, now at this time it's more populated, be more advanced and saying different things, but more times you had like outside toilets, you know, people using outside toilets. You had pumps through the corner where everybody come to the community pump to get water. You know what I mean?
Well, front to us, a son was born and a child was given.
I want to ask you a question. Have you got your book? Haile Selassie's Ethiopia, Volume 1, The Rise of the Priest Warrior King. I've read the book in its entirety, and I must say it's very inspirational, very informative, and very historical, right?
Them call him Rastafari. When he was born, rain fall from the sky. Them call him Rastafari. When he was grown in airplanes he fly. They call him Rastafari. Lion break the chain, weep not, don't cry. Them call him Rastafari. Read the Revelation chapter 5 verse 5. Then born near the city of Harar, the inspiration for Bob Marley's guitar. People crowd him like some big superstar. It no matter if England.
We have a very special guest tonight. We're going to continue with our series around the Caribbean. Now we are going to head to the tourist capital within the Caribbean, which is, guess where? We are going to Bahamas, family, and I have a very special guest. I don't know the brethren personally, but we've been working in the similar circles, and it's been a joy to even know that the brethren reach out, been watching the content and say, you know what, I want to tell the story of Rastafari in the Bahamas. He was watching our live that we did with Ras Negos in Montego Bay. It just so happened that at the very moment the brethren call, I was iting who we were going to bring on the Lion Talk Live. So I'm showing the item how the majesty is moving right now. It's in the mystic that this thing is happening. So we give thanks. So it's a joy. This brethren is a Nyabinghi, a priest holding the priesthood order within the order of the Nyabinghi. This brethren is also doing some powerful work in terms of the unity of the Rastafari mansions. We're going to talk about that. Who am I talking about, family? We are talking about none other than Ras Marcus.
Blessings,
family.
Greetings, family. Rastafari.
Yes,
one perfect love. Yes, I.
Royal greetings.
Yes, I.
Isis.
Yeah, man. I'd like to greet the family them with a word of prayer, you know, open up with a prayer and the Psalms, you know. If that's okay with the Quasi.
Yeah, man, this is a Rastafari platform, you know. We don't try small down who we are. We live how we live.
Rastafari, yeah, man. One perfect love.
Block up your sound, King.
Yes, sir. Eli, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari, and Empress Man and I ain't open up with the Ethiopian prayer, you know. Bata Janai, Besame Metna, Seme Kiris, Mangista Timta, Bukari Besame, Indio Nech, Indio Bemadio, and Juliet Narachidin, Sitting Sierra, Berlachin equivalent, in a better loan in the Quen Deminol, for therefore Tanam Atigaban, Akitu Adenen, NG Mangista, Yantinatana, Adamasagana, Lizeli, Alimo, Amen, Ermawi, Ali Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. For behold, how good and pleasant it is for brethren and sisters to dwell together in unity, with like the precious ointment upon the head that runneth down in a bed, that ran down the skates of a garment, as the dew of Hermon, as the dew ascended upon the mountain of Zion. For there by the eyes, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari, commanded the blessing and life forevermore. So I give thanks, coming from Bahamas, over land and sea, Rastafari to the world. Yes,
Give
I.
thanks, give thanks. Give thanks for coming on the platform this evening. We're very excited to get into the history of Rastafari in the Bahamas and the story. But how we do it here on the Lion Voice, on Lion Talk Live, how we deal with this thing is that we go into the history. We don't want to just be two talking heads up here, talking. We want the people to know who are the people who are doing the work. So please give us a history. Where was the I born, and what is what was your journey to Rastafari?
Yes, I. Greetings from the Rastafari. Yes, I'm Ras Marcus from Bahamas. I was born in the Bahamas. I grew up in the Bahamas as what they call a Bahamian, before I know myself as a Ethiopian born. And I went to school. I went to a primary school called Stephen Dillett Primary, and then from there I went to a high school called Government High. And moving through as a teenager, as teenagers, you tend to do teenager stuff, like more times, like hang on the blocks with your brethren, and even though my family had me like in like Satan groups like Boys Brigade and Scouts and thing like that, Royal Rangers and thing like that, but you always tend to hang out with the brethren in the community. Say, share our love, because true, like the brethren them share your love in the community, So we had a little gang, we had a little gang, and so I used to partake of that gang,
Was the I
But
Rastafari at that time, or this was the I born as a Rastafari, brethren?
no, I wasn't blessed to born as a Rastafari brethren, but no, I was not Rasta at this time.
Yes,
I was
okay.
just,
I just
I
want
just
to be
was,
clear. I just want to be
yes,
clear, family.
no, yes, like
Rastafari was in the I heart, but you were not within the
right,
liberty. Yes, I.
yes, like I say, like, one time just giving a history about myself, like,
Yes.
no, but Rastafari was it was in my community. Nah,
Okay.
Rastafari was in my community, and
Okay.
Rastafari always stood out. Even when I was a youth, Rastafari always stood out because then Rastafari was always peculiar, always different. Like like they had one over in the Bahamas, the Rastaman had as I growing up, they had one bark. Like man used to walk through the article bark, and what I mean, and the IC, and so all the youths them like we were as youths, we used to mimic them, walking
Yeah.
and Irie, and what I mean, and yeah man, and shaking our natty, and like, and then like everybody loved Bob Marley. Bob
Yes.
Marley was dope, like Pioneer,
What was
even
this on the
playing.
main island? Was this in NASA, or give us?
Yeah, right.
Huh?
This was when I grew up. Okay, like how the Bahamas, it have it have a capital islands, it have a couple of islands, but it have plenty keys also. But Nassau New Providence is like the main capital. So I grew up in the capital. So as a youth in the capital, like I say at my time, Rasta was done around. So moving through, like I was saying, like as I was in school and coming out of school, I spent like a little time hanging on the blocks, chilling, sometimes like it was a protect the turf thing, you know what I mean? Like protect the turf. You got brethren living on the next side and you live on this side, so we feel that we have to protect our turf, you know what I mean? From brethren who coming over trying to violate. But on one occasion, I used to notice like the Rasta in the community. I had Satan elder Rasta brethren like Elder Chabaldi. At that time, I didn't know of the movement what he was in. But as I came familiar and go to and take up the liberty of Rastafari, I became aware he had a movement called Kings of Kings Missionary.
Okay.
It was similar to almost to like the 12 tribe of Israel.
Okay.
You see it? I see. So like he used to live through my corner. He used to live through my corner, and he had a workshop. He had a craft shop where he used to do carpentry work and everything, and teach youths them, you know what I mean, and teach graduates and make
stick up in your childhood. Was it working class, middle class, or upper class? How would I classify the child? You know,
I would say it was working class.
Working class.
Yeah.
So inner city vibration.
Right, inner city, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. You know, your family coming up, struggling, you know, surviving, hustling, trying to take care. It was like me and two other siblings, you know. My mother, yeah, you know. So, but like I say at that time, it was Rasta in my community, and I used to always watch them. Like I remember like every Sunday, what like the Rasta brethren them they used to gather, and they used to kick the ball like what they call like soccer, but they play with football, and you know like Rasta play at a different man and kick the ball, kick at each other, kick it up a little bit, hold it on their head, you know, put it on their shoulder, put it in their back, you know what I mean? This was a joy then. Allow the youths them like I ain't them because they used to see us watching, they used to allow us to come in and play, you know what I mean? And then like when I was a youth, like okay, true, I used to my father used to smoke cigar, so I used to see the Rasta man them smoke it. So I used to always wonder why they smoke so much cigar, you know, because I never see them open it and spin it up or nothing like that. I used just to see them smoking the cigar. So I used to wonder, wait, he doesn't want them to smoke like a cigar, you know. So then like I came aware, you know, and then I know that well they smoking like good.
So what is the inner city like in Bahamas? Because when people hear about Bahamas, they're thinking the tourism, they're thinking about casino. What is the inner city? What are the ghettos in the Bahamas like? Paint a picture for the audience, because we're telling stories. The Lion are telling their stories, family. So we want to get the full picture what the guys talking about.
All right, ghettos in the Bahamas is just like any other ghetto, right? It's like, you know, you get through some corners, you know, everybody know how running water. At that time, it's growing up, plenty of people didn't have running water. It wasn't like, okay, now at this time it's more populated, be more advanced and saying different things, but more times you had like outside toilets, you know, people using outside toilets. You had pumps through the corner where everybody come to the community pump to get water. You know what I mean? You had then you had the schools. People go to the schools. You know, your parents them they working on the job. You are, you know, like it's like regular survival at the inner city where, you know, the people really like feel it, but really trying to pull together. And then in my time, like how they say, it take a village to raise a child.
Yes.
It was that type of environment.
Well, Haile Selassie the first, the Almighty, and he was crowned with Empress Menen. And you see there come a time in every relationship in it brand new and your heart is full of doubt. And you try investigate to check things out. And sometimes you see if you follow word of mouth, you end up take the wrong route. Well, it's a mystery, what a mystery, and I can't see. But will she diss me? Will she trick me? Or is it just me? But it's a mystery, what a mystery, and I can't see. But will she diss me? Or will she be the wife and mother of my baby? Sometimes I feel like she's holding back. Something inside if it don't react. Sometimes I hear how the people chat. Most of the time we ignore all of that. The way she read books made my soul relax. Love how she look and she proud to be black. Me love how she cook and how she state the fact. She said the wicked of it melt like wax. Well, it's a mystery, what a mystery, and I can't see. Will she diss me, will she trick me, or is it just me? Then, well, it's a mystery, what a mystery, and I can't see. Well, will she diss me, or will she be my wife and not above my baby? When we come together, everything is clear. Anytime we touch, I know love is dear. Sometimes it seems like this girl disappear, and when me ask, me can't find this girl anywhere. Plus, nobody knows a thing when me ask around. In my head, wonder if she a get passed around in somebody bed, and them have me as the clown. That's when me hear the telephone sound.